I just want to go across to Vijay Barech, who's director at Deloitte India for personal tax. Now, we just heard, and you're going to hear this theme from us for a while, two major thrusts of this: spend money, get the economy going, invest in infrastructure. And we certainly heard a lot of that in this budget. But the second part of it was put money into the hands of the middle classes. And there were some reasonably major changes in personal income tax, which I'm going to now get Vijay Barech to explain to us. Vijay, I know that the fine print is not all out there right now, and we need to look at it in some detail. But at the end of it, it seems a very clear signal from Nirmala Sitharaman. We are going to be cutting taxes for you. We are going to make it a bit easier. We're going to increase the exemption limit, but you need to move to the new regime. To really get the benefits of this, move to the new regime, and there are goodies for you there.
Yes, definitely. So the idea is to not the selving of the tax base, because the way they are moving to the new tax regime, they are giving the rebate to the new tax regime guys, so that they have to file the tax return while they are ending up paying no taxes. So idea is definitely that. So first, as he mentioned, from the personal tax perspective, 5 major announcements he did. One was the announcement regarding the rebate, which is there today under the regular tax regime. So today, under the regular tax regime, those with the taxable income of up to 5 lakhs, they end up paying no taxes. But this was not available under the new tax regime. So now this will be available, and this will be available to those with the taxable income of 7 lakhs. So that is a huge relief. And further, just to add to that, he also mentioned that standard deduction will also be available under the new tax regime, which is 50,000, which every salary taxpayer get their deduction under the regular tax regime, which was not there under the new tax regime. So now with this, if you ask me, someone with a taxable income of 7.5 lakhs today, okay, they will end up paying no taxes under the new tax regime. So kind of a tax saving of 39,000 under the new tax regime for those people. Now, for say someone at the 15 lakhs, because he also second steps he took around the rationalizing the tax slab. So today the tax slab under the new tax regime is having 6 different slabs. So that he has brought down to 5. Okay, and the impact is that those who are running at the 15 lakhs level, they are going to save a taxes of around 54,600. So now that 54,600, it is coming because of one is the rationalization of the tax slab, where he has introduced something between 9 to 12 lakhs, 12 to 15 lakhs. Because of that, and introducing this 50,000 of standard deduction for the new tax regime. So definitely, as he mentioned, new tax regime.
If I could just ask you, Vijay. Yeah, Vijay, just to understand the upshot of this, is somebody just saying, what is the main highlight of this? Would you advise anybody now to say you don't really have a choice? The old regime is still an option if you really want to do it, but for virtually everybody now, the new tax regime makes more sense. Would that be a way of summarizing everything that we've just heard?
Not necessarily, because still under the new tax regime, you don't get the exemption for, say, house rent allowance. You don't get the deduction for ATC, which is there for 1,50,000. You don't get the deduction for medical insurance. So all that deduction and exemptions can run into lakhs, right? So 1,50,000 of ATC, ATD, which is towards the medical insurance premium, is around 50,000 for the family and for the parents. So 2 lakhs over there, you claim a, say, house rent allowance exemption of 1.5, 2 lakhs, depending upon the rental part. So all this sums up to 3-4 lakhs. So now this delta between the regular and the new tax regime, yes, definitely it has reduced. Earlier, it was somewhere around 1,32,000, those who are at the taxable income level of 15 lakhs, opting for regular tax regime versus new tax regime. Now the delta has gone to 78,000. Definitely, it is a good move, 60,000 difference, somewhere around 54,000 difference is there. But still, I will have to evaluate whether I'm good at claiming HRA exemption, ATC deduction, my medical insurance deduction. So straightforward, you will not be able to conclude, I would say that.